Uh, What's good, you two? Welcome back to another episode of the Voice Center podcast. It's your guy Martin over here, and I'm with Joe Miranda. Joe, how you doing today, man?
Doing good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So normally All-Star Weekend will be probably around this time, but because of COVID and stuff like that, apparently there's still going to be an All-Star game, which I don't agree with. But they gotta find some way to make money and try to get back some of the money that they lost due to the bubble and stuff like that, and them canceling down the season. So I don't agree with having one, but it is what it is. But anyways, this is our all-star picks. Who should be in the starting lineup and who should be in the bench for both sides, so for East and West. So we're gonna name our starters. We're gonna name some guys that should be in the bench as well, and also talk about some guys that probably aren't even gonna make it but are having a good year. So we'll talk about all those guys. So, all right, man. So let's start. So you want to start East or West?
I think we can start with the West.
With the West, okay. So give me your
Yeah.
first guy starting in the backcourt. So like the backcourt or like the guard and shooting guard. Front court includes the 3, 4, and 5,
Yeah.
aka small forward, power forward. Yeah.
I say, yeah. I
Hmm.
say Curry,
Okay. Tell me why.
obviously. Well, well,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see,
You didn't
he's been
tell.
playing
Yeah.
amazing. Like,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. Go ahead. Now keep going.
Yeah. Like, he's a great scorer, obviously, great shooter. He's he's honestly like the best point guard in the league.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's yours?
Okay. Yeah, I got Curry in
Yeah.
there as well. And what's crazy is that I found this I think it was a tweet, something on Twitter that talks about Steph like the for the last 7 to 8 games, he's been playing great. But also like that stretch is like what he averaged for his MVP season. Like the pair that he's on right now are like identical numbers to what he's averaging today. So I'm not talking about no. Let me rephrase that. So the numbers that he currently has for this year are identical to the numbers that he had when he won his MVP. Now I don't know which one was it. I think it was the one that he won unanimously, the second one in a row. So
Yeah.
that's insane. It's kind of like now, unfortunately, where the Warriors are right now, you couldn't expect them to be this way because Clay's not there. So Wiggins and Oubre and all the other guys
Yeah.
have to pick up the joint, but man, Steph is doing this thing. Steph is doing this thing, and I
Yeah.
still
He's
can't believe
carrying.
people was hating on Steph. And like, y'all really talking mess about this guy. I wouldn't, I wouldn't talk mess about Steph. So my two guard or my really, it's really positionless. It doesn't really matter. Like the second guy that I have is Dane. He's averaging 29 with 4 rebounds and 7 assists.
Yeah.
You know, From the 3-point line, he's shooting 37%, 44 from the field, 94 from the free throw line. When you look at Dame, it's just kind of like, especially with CJ out, with Nurkic out, with Collins out, a lot of their guys being in and out of the mix. It's still insane what Dame is doing right now. And they're fifth in the West at 15-10. They currently have like a 3-game winning streak, but now I saw a game on Thursday where they played against the Sixers, and they played great in the first quarter. But like in the second quarter, and all the other RC struggled. So then that's why you have a Melo, because you would expect the CJ to be there to you expect CJ to be there to pick up the slack, but actually Melo was there to help out. So that was great to
Yeah.
have. So who do you have as your second guy?
I got Luca.
Okay, okay.
Like, because the starter for a great playmaker, obviously,
Mhm.
and he's honestly a great player. We all know he's a great player. Like, so I say Luca is the second.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Steph and Dane in the backcourt. In the front court, obviously, I got LeBron. I don't really think we need to elaborate. Just 25, 8,
Yeah,
and 8. He's shooting his best percentage from three. He's shooting almost 40% from the 3-point line. And his career average is like
dang.
34% from the free throw line, from the 3-point line. He's shooting great this year,
Yeah.
49 from the field, 71% from the free throw line. He's never really been a great free throw shooter. His career average is like 73, but it still don't matter. He's still out there doing this thing. The Lakers, they
Yeah.
one of the teams that have the highest chances of repeating, of getting their going back to back. They're second in the West right now. They currently have a 7-game winning streak. They beat the Grizz yesterday. They were off to a rocky start, but then overall they started forcing turnovers, turning on the what championship teams do. It's just kind of like this is kind of like
Hmm.
the dog days where they're just gonna keep on walking because they're just trying to get to the playoffs and stuff like that. So they were sleepy a little bit against the Grizz, but they played well throughout the rest of the game and they managed to beat. So who you got at the 3 spot?
I got Kawhi.
Got Kawhi. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Well, it's Kawhi. Why would you not have Kawhi? And is he averaging like 20? How much
He's
is it? He's
averaging
like 23,
26. He's averaging
26.
26, 6, and 5.
Yeah. So he's having a great year, to be honest. Him and Paul George. So I start with Kawhi.
What? Yeah. Okay. That's not bad. Yeah. We can just go ahead to the number 4 slot. I got Kawhi. Yeah. Kawhi, he's having his best year playmaking wise. For his career, he's averaged nearly 3 assists. He's averaging 5 assists now, even though you couldn't say, well, that doesn't make that much of a difference. Well, like, it really does. He's having
Yeah.
a great year playmaking wise. And you can't discredit Paul George either. They're both having 2 good years this year. They're both having a great year this year. I mean, he's averaging 51 from the field, 38 from three, 87 from the free throw line. So, and the Clippers are third in the West right now. So overall, Kawhi's playing great. Kawhi's doing his thing out there, which you expect. So who you got the 4?
Yeah. I got AD.
You got AD. You got
Yeah.
AD. Oh my God! Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Go, man. You sound
It's either
ridiculous
AD.
right now.
It was either I'd say AD because of the connection with LeBron. It would just be better. So I just
Oh,
say, yeah.
you sound insane. Right? You sound very ridiculous right now, man. I gotta call you out on that. Now, Anthony Davis, he is averaging 23, 8 and 3. He's
Hmm.
shooting 53% from the field, nearly 30% from three. He's never really been a great 3-point shooter. He's averaging 70% from the free throw line. That's not him. He's kind of like a mid-80s type of guy
Yeah.
percentage-wise when it comes to the free throw line. But you sound ridiculous right now. He's missed games though. I don't like. I
Yeah.
still think he's an all-star, but I don't know if he would start because last year, oh, absolutely, he will start. The way he was playing and the way the Lakers were playing, he would start. Not this year though. He's been really inconsistent at times. He is coming back from injury yesterday. He played well actually yesterday against the Grizzlies. He had like 35, I think. So he played
Yeah.
well overall, but I didn't expect that one. I didn't expect that one. Not even gonna
Yeah.
lie. At the 5 spot, I got Jokic. I don't really think,
Hmm.
Jokic is doing this thing 26, 11, and 8. Shooting splits of
Yeah.
56% from the field, 39% from three, and 85% from the free throw line. He has played well, but the Nuggets, Jamal Murray, where's Jamal? Where's Bubble Murray? Bubble Murray,
Yeah.
Jamal Murray is going back to his old ways again. He's being inconsistent. And that's why the Nuggets right now are seventh in the West. They're 14 and 11. So and Jokic is putting up these great numbers, but the problem is just that they're not playing well right now. So,
Hmm.
I still think Denver is still a good team. They can still be in the playoff mix, maybe go deep in the playoffs, but that's really been the issue with them right now, man. It's just like Jokic is putting up great numbers, but Murray is just he hasn't been there. And obviously Michael Porter Jr., we expected him to make this giant leap going into
Yeah.
was it his second year? No, it's actually his third year, right? He's been in the league for two
I think,
years now.
yeah. Yeah. Third year.
Third year, right? We expected him to make this
Yeah.
huge leap. Hasn't happened so far. So I haven't really paid attention. Like I said, if I gotta really pay attention to the team to see what's going on, but what I've been seeing is that Jokic have been putting up great numbers, but the Nuggets are 14 and 11 right now. So who you got at the 5 spot?
The five. Oh, Jokic. Yeah, the five.
Jokic at the 5. Yeah, I pretty much said
I think you
everything.
already asked me that though.
I already asked you that, man. I don't even know. I
Yeah,
feel
I said
lost right
AD,
now.
but like
AD.
obviously AD is
Yeah,
not.
you sound very ridiculous saying AD as a starter. He's still an all-star,
Yeah,
but as a starter, it's kind of
yeah.
insane. All right, bench. So tell me your first guy coming off the bench.
First guy, I say Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dame, like I said, averaging 29, 4 and 7. Uh,
yeah,
44 from the field, 37 from three, 94 from the free throw line. They're currently fifth in the West. You know, he's out with CJ's not there, Nurkic ain't there, Collins ain't there, Melo's picking up the slack right now. Gary Trent Jr., Anthony Simons, you know, other guys are stepping up right now. CJ, you know, he's recovering from me. CJ was on an all-star trajectory. Problem is he got hurt. So that's why, you know,
yeah,
they've been pretty much where they are. You kind of expected Portland to be better, but yeah, okay. That's not bad. It's not bad.
yeah.
Yeah, for the bench, I got Paul George. And, you know, I know we talk about Paul George and we talk about how, you know, he playoff P, pandemic P, stuff like that. But I'm like, he's having a great year overall.
Yeah,
You know, he just has to prove it in the playoffs. For me, it's just about he's not a regular season guy to me anymore. He's a guy that, you know, can you prove it in the playoffs? And if he proves it in the playoffs, then shoot.
yeah,
Yeah, all the negative talk that I have about PG is gonna go away immediately. I can't really say nothing about it because he reached the mountaintop. But I mean, he's averaging 24, 6 and 5, having a 50, 40, 90 year, 50 from the field, 47% from three, 90% from the free throw line, playing great. You know, overall, him and Kawhi having a great year, playmaking as well. I think the Clippers really overall, they just need a guard. Reggie Jackson ain't been it. Lou Williams ain't
yeah,
really been it. Patrick Beverly really ain't been it. But you know, they kind of need like a Kyle Lowry. Just gonna say like Kawhi. Kawhi has. I don't know if he's pleaded, but Kawhi has always played great with the guard, not always having to carry the ball and stuff like that. There was like this one clip on Twitter that I saw where Kawhi was telling Reggie Jackson, "Hey, no, come here, like come screen in this angle, come screen in that angle." Then Kawhi got mad. He turned the ball over. So, you know, hopefully they can make a move. Like if they get a Kyle Lowry, I think we look at the Clippers in a completely different way, even though they're already championship
oh yeah,
contenders. But getting a guy like Kyle Lowry who knows Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, he's really great, shoots well from the three. The Raptors are struggling right now, but they're starting to ascend right now. But yeah, both the guys have been playing great. Uh, first guy. Who you got the second guy?
second guy, uh, I say Christian Wood. Like
C Wood.
I really like the way Christian Wood has been playing.
He ain't in it for me, man. But tell me why.
Really,
Yeah,
I
tell me
mean,
why though.
he's having the like most improved player for so far for me.
He's having his
And
best year.
honestly, I think he
Yeah.
deserves it for that hard work.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, I just don't know if he's gonna get in now because he's hurt. Like guys like
Yeah,
CJ, then now Christian Wood, guys that were having a great year and we're gonna become all stars are now really not gonna. Like if you're hurt, you're pretty much like voting wise, you're gonna go down even more. So
yeah,
that's pretty much the
yeah,
issue and stuff like that. But I don't have C Wood on my legacy, but no, it's okay to be biased and you want your guy there from your team and stuff like that. But I mean, C Wood's having his best year overall. I mean, 22, 10, you know, he's averaging two
yeah,
assists, 55% from the field, 42% from three. He's never really been a great free throw shooter overall. He's having 69% from the free throw line. His career average is 72. But yeah, I've loved C Wood, man. You know, I love the fact that the Rockets picked him up. You know,
yeah,
he's been cut. He's been through a lot of teams. You know, a lot of teams gave up on him, but you know, we gave him a shot, and he's playing great right now, proving his worth. And you know,
definitely.
it's there's tough times in Houston right now, but yes, he's been playing great. I got Luca as my second guy. Luca 28, 8 and 9. You know, it's Luca Magic, you know,
Mhm.
46% from the field, 32% from three, 78% from the free throw line. The Mavericks, though, were not playing great at one point. Now, granted, Luca was playing great, but they weren't. And then Porzingis got hurt. Now Porzingis is back in the mix. Now they're starting to to get back up now. They're ninth in the West right
Mhm.
now, 13-14 with a 4-game winning streak. And I saw the game yesterday against the Pelicans and and I tell you right now, Luca was cooking. And Porzingis too.
Yeah.
Both of them guys were cooking. And that's what everyone like as a Mavericks fan, that's what you want. It's like them both on the floor playing well. Because I'm like, if they both play well and they can pretty much match up with anybody. And I just think Tim Hardaway Jr. He's inconsistent at times. Jalen Brunson's a great guy for them coming off the bench. Maxi Kleber, a great guy for them that can space the floor, which what Luca needs with how well he assists the ball and stuff like that. So that's really what been it with the Mavericks is that they're starting to pick it up now. The trajectory that people had them, was high. It's not they're not high playing great right now, but they're starting to pick up the steam overall. And yeah, they're rolling right now. So Luca's my second guy. Who's your third guy?
Third guy, uh, Brand. Nah. John
Ooh,
Morant.
John Morant. John Morant. Are
Yeah.
you what? I love John.
Yeah.
John's one of my
I say he
favorites. But
made it.
John, oh, I don't know, man. Okay,
To
tell
be
me
honest,
why.
I'm not really doing this in order. I'm just like doing
No,
it
it's
like
not.
from
It's
the
not about
list.
order. No, it's not about order. Just
Yeah.
tell me the guys that you have in the
Yeah.
mix. It doesn't really matter the order.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I got John Morant. Like of
Mm,
course he got injured a little bit like in the beginning, but I'm really liking the way he's been playing. Like, and I think he deserves a spot too.
I love Jack. I love Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be there though, man, because he's played
Hmm.
13 games, and I think we're 25 games into the season right now. Pretty much we passed the a quarter of the season right now that we passed
Yeah.
currently. But I love watching Ja play, man. Ja's exciting overall watching him play
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah, he's averaging 18, 7, almost nearly 8 assists, 3 rebounds, 45% in the field. He's averaging 28% from three. He's not really a great 3-point shooter yet, but I think that can improve. He's averaging 80% from the free throw line. But yeah, I love Ja, but I don't know if he's gonna get in though, man. Not because like he's playing great, but I think it's because he got hurt. And the Memphis
Hmm.
Grizzlies right now, though, I gotta check where they are. Like when he got hurt, I kind of expected Memphis to fall out. I expected them to like be really, really bad. And they don't even have Jaren Jackson Jr. right now, which is like the
Yeah.
insane things. Like they're missing Jaren Jackson Jr. right now. I mean, what are they? Let me check right now. Okay, they're 11th in the West, but it's pretty tight. I mean, they start going on a winning streak. They can pretty much get to the play-in mix and the playoff mix. But yeah, that's a crazy thing. I wouldn't have put Ja in there. Not saying that is bad, but just he missed a lot of games, and so. But the Grizzlies are still
Hmm.
playing, are still in the mix. But you got to give credit to the
Yeah.
players and to that coaching staff. Yeah, my third guy, hey man, Donovan Mitchell. Utah, we gotta give Utah some love, man. Donovan
Hmm.
Mitchell's averaging 24, 4 and 5, shooting 43% from the field, 40% from three, 85% from the free throw line. Utah is playing great right now. They're rolling
Oh
over
yeah.
everybody. They just beat the Bucks yesterday. They just beat the Bucks yesterday. They've been playing great. I mean, and overall, like,
How many straight games now? Is it
let me
15
check.
straight?
Six-game winning streak. 16 winning streak right now. They're
Uh,
rolling right now, man. They are playing
yeah.
spectacular. They're playing spectacular right now. And Donovan Mitchell, he will be an all-star. At first, I didn't think he would be because of how the voting is, but I knew he was having a great year overall. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell has been playing great, you know. And the way Utah plays is kind of like it's not just Donovan. Like Donovan doesn't have to carry the load. They have multiple guys that can be in the
Yeah.
mix as well. They're really one of the few teams that's top five in offense, top five in defense. Um, really Joe Ingles, Bogdanovich, Mike Conley, Rudy Gobert, obviously they're with their defense. Like they have multiple guys that are gonna contribute,
Hmm.
which, I think we should start taking Utah a little bit more serious, but overall, they've been playing great. Donovan's been playing great. Shout out to Quinn Snyder and that coaching staff, by the way. And Utah, I've never really like regular season team. I know they can be a great regular season team. Just I don't know where they are in the playoffs. Like for them to really make noise, like they're gonna have to beat one of the LA teams. Is it the Lakers? Is it the Clippers? So that's
Hmm.
really what they're playing great, not taking nothing away from them. Who do you got as a third guy?
Uh, I got Devin Booker.
Devin Booker. I got Devin
Yeah,
Booker too. Yeah, tell me why.
yeah. He's been having a great year too. Like getting the play in with Chris Paul and the team. Like they're doing good, pretty well.
He missed a couple games though. Yeah, he
I think
did
so.
miss a couple. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Devin Booker. Yeah, Devin Booker's there for me too. He has in 23, 3 and 4, 48% from the field, 35% from three, 82% from the free throw line. Not great because he averages for his career, he's been averaging nearly 87% from the free throw line. But yeah,
Yeah.
overall, the Phoenix too. Phoenix is fourth in the West right now. With
Yeah.
they currently have a 5 game winning streak. They're 16-9. They've been playing great too. They just beat the Sixers today, and he had 36. So it was
Hmm.
insane what they're doing right now. But yeah, this is kind of where people were expecting the Suns to be because like everyone just assumed after the bubble, after the 8-0, so like, oh, that's a fluke. Is that real or is it not
Yeah.
real? And they got out to a slow start, but also I think it's about having new guys figuring it out. And when you have a great guy like CP3, CP3 is one of the smartest
Yeah.
players, in history when it comes to the NBA. So he helps out with a lot of the young
Great
guys,
leader.
the leadership that
Hmm.
he provides. He absolutely does that. So yeah, you've been having a great year. The Suns, they started off slow, but then again, they're starting to build up now. They have currently a 5 game winning streak. They've been rolling, playing great. And the West is tight as usual, but currently they're top four in the West right now. But yeah, my number four guy, I got AD. AD should be coming off the bench, not starting.
Yeah. Yeah.
22, 8 and 3. Shooting sits at 52% from the field, 29% from the 3 point line, 70% from the free throw line. That's not him. He normally shoots about mid 80s percentage wise. But yeah, AD's been playing well. He's been playing well overall. He just, I don't know. I wouldn't say play well because I don't know what AD sometimes what you're gonna give me. Because with LeBron, I know what I'm gonna get from LeBron. I have really got no expectations for LeBron. With AD, I had to really think what I'm gonna get from this dude from time to time. It's not a knock on him as a player, just kind of like AD has that tendency from time to time. Like when he turns it on, he's one of the he can be a top five player. He's really a top five player when he turns it on. But then when he
Hmm.
just, not being aggressive, this and that, that's really the issue. He got out to a slow start. He missed a couple of games, so hopefully he can ramp it up as the season goes. But yeah, it's been not bad. Not bad though. He does have to pick it up though. He's not a starter to me, but he's been picking it up. And I already mentioned I got Zion in there. Even though the Pills
Yeah.
are 12th in the West right now, I got Zion in there.
Yeah.
And
Same here.
what happened, man? I mean, House of Highlights, Bleacher Report, ESPN, Sports Center, all the social medias. And
Man.
last year had all the Zion dunks. Now it's people are starting to realize now, yeah, all he does is dunk, huh? But no, Zion's been having a great year. Playing, I always
Hmm.
thought he was a great play, an underrated playmaker. That's really one of the aspects that he had to improve. Really, aside from his shooting, shooting is going to come from time to time. Free throw wise, he's at 70%, which is good. He's going to get better as he goes throughout his career.
Hmm.
But yeah, playmaking wise, obviously it's 3 assists, but he's been playing. He's been getting a lot more. He's been racking up a lot more. And yesterday, man, Zion was on a roll yesterday against the
Yeah.
Mavericks. He I don't know. He had 35. He had 36. In the first half, he didn't miss a shot at all. I think he had
I
25 in the
think it
first
was.
half. He was
I think it was
perfect.
10 for 10.
I
Yeah.
think so, right? But then the Pelicans, he finished with 36 points. How is that possible, man? How is that possible? You can't do
Yeah.
that. You still got to give him the
Yeah.
ball, man. I still go with him. I don't know. The coaching staff went against him and stuff like that. I don't know why. That's a crime. But Zion's been having a great year. It's, yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of the basketball fans who are the casuals, they just assume that he just dunks and jumps and stuff like that. But I'm like, no, he's really good. If you truly watch basketball, you know his impact on the Pills and how much better he's improving. And you can't go wrong with Brandon Ingram either as an all-star. Brandon Ingram's had a great year too. Just
Yeah.
they're both not
Definitely.
going to be in there because one, the Pelicans are 12th in the West, and voting wise, Zion should be through the roof right now, but he's not. So But it's hey, they're gonna be future all stars for the years to come. It's just the West
Mhm.
is tough, man. Every year in the West is tough. All right, now getting to the East side, I'll start with Bradley Beal. He's averaging 32, 5 and 4. Bradley Beal, 46% from the field, 33% from the free throw line. He's not the free throw line, from the 3 point line. He's been playing great. For his career,
I was
he
about to
averaged,
say,
yeah, no, not free throw line.
yeah,
No. 33% from the 3 point line. His first career is 38%, but
yeah.
you know, nearly 90% from the free throw line, which that's the right one, not 33%. But yeah, but we had the same issue last year, man. Remember when Bradley Beal was having a great year, but we didn't put him in the All Star mix? Well,
Yeah,
now here you go, Bradley Beal. You're gonna be an All Star. You know,
getting
they're
recognized.
they're last in the East, so they're 6 and 17.
Man,
So but we're
yeah,
gonna make him an All-Star. And Bradley Beal, I
nah,
feel
he
shit.
earned it,
I don't
man.
I don't feel sorry for Bradley Beal, man. He signed that extension. He wanted to be in Washington. He wanted to suffer. And guess what? He
Yeah,
got what he wanted. We just want him to be in a better situation, man. We want him to be in a Denver, maybe in Boston, like one of these top contenders, not Washington. Washington. Now,
yeah.
Washington, they did have COVID issues and postponements. Even if they had all of that, they still would have a bad record. So,
Hmm.
yeah, who you got as your first guy on the East side for the starters, man?
Yeah, I also got Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Bradley Beal. It's a
Yeah,
tragedy, man. It's truly a tragedy what's going on with
yeah,
Bradley Beal. But he's having a big. My second guy is Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown's had a great year. And when Jason Tatum, Jason Tatum had
oh yeah,
COVID. Actually, he had COVID and he missed a couple of weeks. So overall, that's kind of what impacted. But Jalen Brown, 26, 5 and 3, 51%
oh
from the
yeah,
field, 40% from the 3 point line, 76% from the free throw line. Jalen Brown's having a great year. Now they're starting to get Kemba in the mix. Marcus Smart is still hurt. He got hurt against I think it was against the Lakers. So he's been out. I don't know if
hmm,
it's the Lakers. I might be wrong, but he's been out for some time. Jason Tatum is starting to come back. Kemba now, he's starting to come back from injury now. But Boston, let me see where Boston is. Boston is currently fourth right now. They did lose against Detroit. For some reason, Detroit is a bad team, but they're beating up these good. They beat the Lakers, the Nets, and
yeah.
now the Celtics. It's like, what? How does that even happen? I don't know, but yeah, they are fourth in the West right now. Indy's starting to catch up to them. They're at fifth place. So, but Jalen Brown, I said to myself every time I see Jalen Brown play, I'm like, I'm finna make this man an All Star. You're gonna be an All Star this year, and he's earned the right to. Who you got as the second guy?
Second guy I got James Harden.
James Harden. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Showing
I
up.
mean he might not be as aggressive in shooting it, but he's
Yeah.
he's
That.
definitely been playmaking and
Mm-hmm.
averaging 11 assists.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Which I don't know why people said that he can't average. Like, I don't think if you watch Houston Rockets back there, you knew this man could average 10 assists if he wanted to. The problem was that he had to
yeah,
score so many times. That was the issue. But it's not
yeah,
inexcusable, though. He didn't get us to the promised land. But yeah,
yeah,
he's been playing great. He has to be more aggressive, though, especially if they miss Kyrie or KD due to injury and stuff
yeah,
like
for
that.
real.
He does have to be more aggressive. That's been an issue for them right now. But Brooklyn, we know that's not their issue. Their issue is defense.
Oh yeah,
Defense. They can't play defense, and that's why
they
they should have
cannot
waited. They
defend.
cannot play defense. It is a ultimate
Yeah,
disaster. The way they are gonna have to win games is pretty much in the 130s and in the 140s. But I will say this though, when it's
hmm,
Milwaukee, when it's the top teams, they show up, which I do,
oh
and
yeah,
which I do give credit to that for. But you come on, you can't be getting beat by Detroit, Cleveland, and
yeah,
Washington.
exactly.
That can't happen. It's inexcusable. But yeah, 124.7 rebounds, 11 assists, 47% from the field, 35% from three. He's always been a great free throw shooter, but yeah, man, it's inexcusable though. We know their issue ain't offense. Their
Hmm.
issue ain't
Yeah,
offense. I saw something the other day that said they had the greatest offense ever right now in terms of efficiency. The problem is their freaking defense. They cannot
Yeah, I think
stop
they're dead
anybody.
last in defense
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Like Kendrick Perkins will say, they can't guard a parked car. I mean, they can't guard anybody,
Yeah,
which is just the issue.
yeah,
Yeah, number three, I obviously got the Greek freak, Giannis, 28, 11, and 5. You know,
oh,
he's
yeah.
shooting 56% from the field, 28% from the three-point line. Now, let me check his career average. Okay, it's about that, 28.4. It's about that. So 62% from the free throw line. You know, Giannis has been playing great. They did get beat against the Jazz yesterday, though. But Giannis, that's he's been playing great in the regular season, man.
Yeah,
We already separate players that we know they can play great in the regular season, but it's about the postseason. Like with Giannis, we assume with Giannis, no more regular season. It's about the postseason now, right? That's pretty much
yeah,
where we put Giannis now, just like Paul George, just like all the other guys. So Giannis, he's been having a great year. He's shooting 63% from the 3-point line, that's gonna come as it goes. Like it's okay if you have a bad percentage from three, that's fine. But he's shooting 62% from the free throw line, that's inexcusable. Especially when
hmm,
Zion is averaging 70% and he's in his
yeah,
second year. Giannis been in the league for what, 7 years, I think?
hmm,
And he still has that. Now his career average is 71. He did have a 1 year, he did have 71% from the free throw line, which is good. But ever since then, it's just been decreasing. And now this year it's at 63. So he has to get that up. The 3-point percentage, that's going to come with time, but the free throws are
yeah,
inexcusable. Now, who knows? Maybe just the ball is too small in his hands because that dude's almost a 7-footer. Or maybe he's just having
yeah.
those demons. Like Dwight Howard has a new free throw routine almost every time I see him play, which is insane. So who knows?
Yeah,
But hopefully he fixed that. But he got at the three spot.
three. I got Giannis too.
Yeah. What's our second in the West, in the East? Sorry, in the East right now, currently. Same thing. At number four, I mean, it's really not really. It's not even a question, not even a thought.
Yeah,
It's Kevin Durant. I
yeah.
mean,
Obviously,
29, 7, and 5, coming from an
yeah.
Achilles injury. 50. He's averaging 50% from the field, 44% from the 3-point line, 87% from the free throw line, which is just like coming off the Achilles. I mean, KD been doing this thing, man. We know what
It's like
KD's
it
capable
did not
of.
change.
Too easy out there for this man. It's too easy. It's too easy out there, man. It's too
Yeah.
easy. I was looking at a couple KD highlights and I'm like, that's not fair. It's too easy for this man. He can average 30
Hmm.
to 35 if he wants to. That's the insane part.
Yeah.
He had a they played the Nets played against the Clippers. Kyrie showed out in that game. Harden too, but he had 28 points on 11 of 13 shooting. He took 13 shots. But the efficiency that he shoots from is insane.
I know, right?
And that's just what he does, man.
Yeah.
He's doing this thing. He's playing great. Brooklyn is currently third in the East right now. The Thursday they got the Lakers. Yeah, I'll make sure you
Oh
tune into that
yeah.
game, man. They got the Lakers. The Lakers and that's gonna square up. That's pretty much gonna be the matchup of the year. That's gonna have finals
Yeah.
vibes to it. And imagine if we had fans too. That would be insane. It would be like that finals
For
atmosphere.
real.
But yeah, that no.
I'm
Next
just
week
worried about
though,
that defense, but
that's yeah. That's just doing that deep. But we know KD's been doing this thing. I really never had a no with KD.
yeah,
29, 29, 7, and 5, man. I mean, it's too easy out there, man. It's too easy.
man.
Who you got at number four? You got KD, right?
Yeah, KD.
KD, yeah. And obviously at the number 5 spot, I got my MVP selection, Joel
MB.
freaking Embiid,
Yes,
29,
sir.
10, and 3, 54% from the field, 38% from three, 85% from the free throw line. Joel's been playing great. Philly has been playing great. Shout out to Doc Rivers, by the way. They are currently first in the East right now at 18-8. Joel Embiid, he looks healthy out there because the thing with Joel
Yeah.
Embiid is we know how dominant he can be, but can he be consistent? Can he be healthy? And that's what really, he said he's on a new diet. He got a new trainer. So he got everything refreshed, which is good. And he's been
Yeah.
playing great right now, which is showing truly the results. Joel Embiid can dominate if he wants to. That's the thing. Like
Hmm.
he's a 7 footer that is just doing the most extreme thing right now. To average
Yeah.
29, 10, and obviously 29, 10, and 3. But he's for a big man, he's shooting 85% from the free throw line, which is rare to see. AD should be averaging better. Jokic is currently averaging that right now. So that's why it's just he
Mhm.
dominates. He dominates
Yeah.
right now. And they've been playing great so far. Who you got at the 5 spot? Joel Embiid, I
Yeah, I
assume?
got Joel too.
Yeah, he doing this thing. All right,
Hmm.
now we get to the East Bench. Okay. All right. First guy is Zach Levine. I don't know
Yeah.
if he's gonna be an all-star, but I have him as an all-star, Zach Levine. And
Hmm.
considering, like I said, just like Bradley Beal, they're putting up great numbers, but on a losing team right now, I mean Zach Levine, I mean, overall, I mean, his career stats compared to what he's averaging this year, like he for his career, he's averaged 18 points a game. This year he's averaging 28. So he's
Oh,
nearly increased it by 10 plus
damn.
points. But yeah, overall 28, 5 and 5, 51% from the field, 43% from three, 86% from the free throw line. He's been playing great overall. It's
Hmm.
just the problem is that the Bulls are 10 and 15, 11th in the East. They're considerably in a better spot than Washington, but it's still not great. But they are
Yeah.
in the playoff mix, in the play-in mix right now. They can eclipse the playoff mix if they start playing well right now. But Zach Levine, he's doing his thing out there, man. I've
Yeah.
truly been impressed with what he's been doing right now, and I know what he's doing. Every time Zach Levine has a great game, he's boosting his trade value. That man knows what he's
Hmm.
doing. He's boosting that trade value. I'm like, hey, y'all seen these numbers, right? Y'all seen these numbers. So that's what they've been doing right now. So who you got? The first guy coming off the bench.
I got Kyrie. Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Kyrie. Kyrie. He had that little mid break where he went to assisted party, maskless. He had all
Hmm.
that confusion and stuff like that. But if regardless on how much people hate on Kyrie, like we know what Kyrie represents. That's
Yeah.
just Kyrie's just his finishes are just like, and then he's one of those guys that when he turns it on, he turns it on. Like
Yeah.
it's
For real.
automatic. He's averaging 27, 4 and 6, 52% from the field, 41% from the three, 95% from the free throw line. Kyrie been doing this thing out there. Like I
Hmm.
said, Brooklyn defense.
Yeah.
Defense. And they expect DeAndre Jordan to all of a sudden go back to Clippers DeAndre Jordan. I'm like, no, you're not getting
Yeah.
that guy.
That's not
If
happening.
you get a little piece of that guy, that's great, but you're not getting the vintage
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan, in his Clipper days. That's the DeAndre Jordan that I love. I love that DeAndre Jordan. This
Hmm.
DeAndre Jordan is, he's older right now, he's regressing, but
Yeah.
no, that's really been the thing right now with Kyrie's been hooping. Kyrie's been hooping. He's been playing well. And Brooklyn's currently right now top three team in the East. But I think again, it's not offense, it's defense right now. They can't guard anybody
Yeah.
right now, so they gotta improve that overall. But yeah, I got Kyrie as my second guy. Yeah, Kyrie been doing this thing. Third guy, I got James Harden. I got James Harden. We already
Hmm.
we already know what he represents, so I got James Harden as my third guy. Who you got at the fourth place? Oh wait, no,
I got
third place,
Jalen
right?
Brown.
Oh, Jalen Brown. Okay,
Yeah. Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown. Yeah, 26, 5 and 3, 51% from
Yeah.
the field, 40% from the free throw, 3-point line, 76% from the free throw line. But yeah, Jalen Brown. Oh, my bad. I
Hmm.
got Bam actually. Bam snuck in there for me. Bam,
Yeah. He's in it too.
Miami has been struggling, but they have been rolling as of late. Jimmy Butler is coming in. He's settling in now. He's a couple games in. They beat on our Rockets on Thursday, and it was a hard game to watch for us Rockets wise. But
Yeah.
Miami played great. Averaging 19, 9 and 5. And that's really the thing that I love with Bam. It's kind of like you can facilitate like whatever you want him to do. Do you want him to have 10 assists? Okay, you have 10 assists. Do you want him to rebound? Okay, hoorah. You want him to score the ball? He can score the ball. And that's really what I've been impressed with. But I've been a Bam fan since the bowl, man. That's really what I've been really surprised. We kind of see a lot of these guys and they rise up and we don't really captured their attention. But Bam was one of the guys kind of like I love watching him play. I love watching Bam play. And The Heat are 11-14 right now. They're ninth in the East, which you wouldn't expect from a team that was just in the finals last year, but they didn't.
Mhm.
Jimmy Butler did come back. Tyler Hero, he missed. Yeah, he missed our Thursday's game because of like health and safety protocol. So he's probably in close proximity with an associate, probably tested positive or whatever for them. I mean, that's why he
Yeah.
didn't play. But they said they are missing Goran Dragic. Avery Bradley's going to be out for a couple weeks due to injury. But yeah, Miami just got out to a rough start. COVID issues,
Mhm.
postponements, rotation wise. Eric Spoelstra doesn't really know what to do, but now he's starting to have some of his guys back. Jimmy's starting to get his rhythm, and Bam
Yeah.
overall has been playing great. His best performance, he had 40 against the Nets, even though they still lost. He played great. Yeah. Who you got as the next guy?
Yeah. I also got Bam in the bio here.
Mhm. Bam
Yeah.
been playing unbelievable. Bam been playing unbelievable. Yes, I got Sabonis. All right, see, I think my last
Oh,
guy
yeah.
is
Me
gonna be
too.
Sabonis. I think really 21, 11, and 5, 53% from the field, 37% from the three-point line, almost 70% of the free throw line. Yeah, the Pacers are fifth in the West, fifth in the East, 13-13 record right now, so 500. But Sabonis has been playing great, and Malcolm
Mhm.
Brogdon too has been playing great for the Pacers. Just I
Oh,
will
yeah.
never understand why the Bucks gave up on Brogdon. Maybe it was because money-wise, but you gotta keep a guy like Brogdon.
Yeah.
You gotta keep a guy like him. Which at one point he was like a 50-40-90 guy, and I'm just looking at his current statistics. Malcolm Brogdon, you can make a case that he should be an All-Star right now, but he
Oh,
probably
yeah.
isn't because of the voting and how it is. But I mean, 21, 4-6, 44% from the field, 38% from three, and almost nearly 90% from the free throw line. Like that production is
Yeah.
great, especially for a team like the Bucks, which would be suitable right now. But he's found a
Yeah.
home in Indy. Indy's one of the more underrated teams in the league right now. They're gonna be
Definitely.
in the playoff mix, but Sabonis and Brogdon, they've both been playing great. And who you guys in
Yeah.
next guy?
The next guy I got Trey Young.
Trey Young. Trey Young's kind of
Yeah.
been there for me too. I don't know if he's gonna get selected, but yeah,
Yeah.
Trey Young, 26, 49. He did get off to a slow start, but he's been managing to ramp it up ever since.
Hmm.
42% from the field, 36% from the three-point line, 88% from the free throw line. The Hawks are currently 10th in the East right now. They are 11-14, and there have been some reports out there that they're looking to shop for John Collins, which doesn't make any sense, really. Maybe it was
Yeah.
because like it was some reports that him and Trey had a little bit of confrontation, but as young guys, you're bound to have that because you're trying to figure out each other, stuff
Yeah.
like that. But they lost against the Spurs yesterday, which it was a wipeout by halftime. The Spurs were up by like 30 at halftime, so it was really not a great game. Even though yeah, Trey Young was the only guy he played great. 20. Well, yeah, he played great, 25 points. But yeah, it was a bad game yesterday for the Hawks. Not a great game, not a great day for them. But yeah, they're
Yeah.
looking to trade away John Collins, which is just insane to me. That doesn't really make sense. Yeah, that's all the guys, right? That's pretty much all the
Yeah.
guys.
That's it.
Went through the list and stuff like that. That's really all the guys I went through. I mean, unfortunately, some of the guys that might not make it, obviously Chris Paul, Klay
Yeah.
Thompson, TJ, Alex Caruso, Andrew Wiggins, Christian Wood, Brandon Ingram, Carmelo Anthony stuck in there.
Hmm.
Julius Randle, the Knicks. As much as we
Oh,
clown them,
yeah.
the Knicks are also in the mix right now. The Knicks are currently they're eighth. They're the eighth spot right now. So
Yeah.
Knicks are 12-15. Julius Randle too. He's having a good year so far for the Knicks. I don't have the statistics right now, but the Knicks, as much as we clown them, shout out to Tom Thibodeau. They've been playing great so far right now. They did actually trade for Derrick Rose. Actually, a couple. I think it was last
Yeah.
week, which I don't know. It was apparently a report that D Rose wanted to go to a
A contender.
player, a contender. I want to see D Rose win a ring, man. I
Yeah.
respect the Knicks. The way they've been playing. I respect the Knicks for what they've been doing, but I want a D Rose at least on the Lakers or probably a Clippers
Hmm.
or like a contender, man.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't
the
want him with
Clippers,
the
he looked
Knicks.
good as a point guard.
Yeah, point guard.
Yeah.
Kawhi needs a point guard right now. So that's really been the thing. The Clippers don't have really point guard production. Like has
Yeah.
been the issue with them. Everything else, Nick Batum, Serge Ibaka, Book Kawhi, and PG been playing great, but the point guard position, Lou Will, Reggie Jackson, actually Beverly,
Yeah.
So that's kind of been the issue right now. Like D Rose could have been that guy for him, that potentially that missing piece for them, but
Yeah.
he wanted to go to the Knicks, and also maybe Chicago Bulls, Tom Thibodeau and D Rose, that connection still, and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's some of the guys that are gonna miss it. Gordon Hayward, Charlotte. You can throw him around. So Jeremy
Yeah.
Grant, despite Detroit obviously not having a great year, Jeremy Grant has been having great numbers. Things having a season high, no career high. Sorry. He obviously. I still don't know why Denver let him go. I feel like Denver should have kept him. Yeah, he's having a career season. I mean, 23 points, five rebounds, 3 assists, 87% from the free throw line. Yeah, free throw line, 38% from three, 44% from the field. Yeah, he's having a great year, even though Detroit isn't playing great right now. They have been beating on the top teams, which I do give them
Hmm.
credit for. But Denver gave up on him. They let him go. So yeah,
Yeah.
and they have Russ. Well, yeah, Russ too. You can include Russ in the mix. Yeah, Fred VanVleet too. Yeah, you can't go wrong with those guys. But yeah, it's a lot of good players that are having good years that are just not going to be in there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This is how it goes. And then really, fan voting actually ends next week, I think, on the 18th. So then it's going to be up to the coaches to determine the bench and media too. They
Hmm.
have the rest of them. We just pretty much determined who's going to be starting and stuff like that. Bench wise, it's really, the media and the coaches and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a lot of good. Everyone, you can't really go wrong with like from the front court for the West, 1 through 10, all are having great years. Front court for the East, all are having great years. Everyone's having a great year
Hmm.
overall. It's just a lot of people just ain't gonna get the shine that you're accustomed to. So yeah, that's pretty much it overall. But yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's having a great year. That's just the issue. It's just kind of like not everyone's gonna be in there, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is at the end of the day. So
Hmm.
that's really what we got to move on from. But yeah, let's see. Us just getting not just getting to the soccer side of things. Champions League finally, which why we've been pretty much kicking soccer in the foot right now. We haven't been talking about it much right now. We pretty much are Champions League people. Like when the Champions League, that's when that time, man. It's that time when the Champions League comes. That's when we pay attention at the highest level.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Atletico Madrid and Chelsea, Sevilla and Dortmund, Barcelona and PSG. Neymar missed. Neymar is going to be out
Oh,
for
yeah.
4 weeks due to an injury. So maybe that helps us. Maybe that helps us. We're still not going to win the Champions League, though. By the way, as Barcelona fans, we are both Barcelona fans, but maybe it gives us a better chance of advancing. Porto or Juventus. I'm not saying this team, but Man City against Mon. I'm just going to nickname them Mon. Well, Lazio and Bayern. But these are some of the matchups so far. The first leg starts this upcoming Tuesday, February 16th. And then the second leg is the week after, February 23rd. So, overall, got some great matchups. Obviously, because of where we live, we're not going to be able to see them all. I think we're going to see the Barca and PSG game. So we're going to see that game. But overall, though, how do you feel about our chances, man? As Barcelona fans, how should we feel about our current chances right now?
Definitely not. Man, I don't know. We don't really have a chance,
We
honestly.
honestly don't. We honestly don't.
To
I
be
mean,
honest, yeah.
we're second in La. We're second in La Liga right now. We're currently 8 points behind Atletico. Has 54.
Yeah.
They're pretty much running the board right now. But yeah, we suck. We suck. It's okay to admit.
Hmm.
And a lot of Barcelona fans think us beating Alaves is like, yeah, let's go. We beat
Man, you're
Alaves. And I'm like,
supposed to beat them.
you're supposed to beat teams like that. Where's Alaves right now? Alaves is in 16th place. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're supposed to be beating teams like Alaves, but yeah, I don't like with Barcelona. I don't care what they I did care when they lost. When you did lose, that's when
Hmm.
we cared about it. But yeah, it's you know, oh man, this with this team, I've already ranted on how bad it is and how it's gonna be for the next couple of years. If we
Yeah,
make trades, that's the only issue. If we make trades, so
especially with this
unfortunately,
money problem.
yeah, there's a lot of money problems overall for everyone, and that's the issue. Is just kind of like, oh, I don't know, I
Yeah.
don't know. Look at our possible opponents, man. We had six teams that we're gonna meet one of these teams, but look at these six teams that we could have gone up against: Man City, Dortmund, Bayern, Liverpool, Chelsea. These five teams. We're gonna face against the 16, which is PSG. But just think about the competition that would have gone up against. We don't have a chance against anybody,
Yeah.
really, with the exception of Chelsea. Chelsea did fire their manager, which is sad, but that's just how it goes. If you don't win, they're pretty much gonna get you out the front door. That's pretty much how it goes, unfortunately. But yeah, it's oh man, it's dark times ahead for us Barca fans. Dark times ahead because I don't want to get into the contract situation. Like it's too bad. They said, these dudes. Bartholomew, thank God they got this dude out, but it was too little, too late. They should have seen this coming years ago with the moves that he was making. The Antoine Griezmann move, I will never, ever be on the side of yes. No.
And the craziest
Uh,
one,
the craziest
Suarez.
one, Suarez. You let go of
Yeah.
Suarez. I would take Luis Suarez right now than Griezmann in a heartbeat. Anytime,
For
any
real.
day, any week, any month, any year, I'm taking Suarez over Griezmann. I'd never
Bro, and you give Suarez to Atletico.
Atletico too, and they're in first
And
place,
they're in the
and they're leading the league, and they're leading right now. It's just
man,
I can't with these dudes sometimes,
it's
man. It's just
honestly sad.
they do it over and over again. Like it's just making bad moves after bad moves. Like you gotta. I mean, I don't know. It's just like I just don't know because like in terms of the players that we got defensive wise, like let me see, we got a bunch of 30-year-olds. Like
Hmm.
I mean, we got Duarte, Lehune. Okay, they started. No, that's the wrong side. I said they got they switched to Jong. He's a midfielder. They actually put him playing
Yeah,
defense.
yeah, I
That's
saw
insane,
that.
Lenglet. They did now. This is Alaves. So in probably the next 3 days, it's gonna change because we're playing against PSG. But I'm
Oh yeah.
assuming they're resting Jordi Alba, Umititi, all the Dembele and Des. They're resting all of those guys. I'm assuming to play against the
Hmm.
Champions League and stuff like that. But yeah, it's and it's just I don't know what these dudes because unless we start making trades, unless we start doing like all these insane trades, well,
Hmm.
we're not going. This is going to be the same team, and they're pretty much
Yeah.
going to have to get guys from that were playing in the like U17, U18, like those younger guys gonna have to go up. That's pretty much how it's gonna be. But it's
Yeah.
it's these clowns have done it again. It's unreal how how things have been, how bad things have been, and now I don't know. We're gonna look for a president. Apparently, I don't know when the voting for a president, stuff like that, when that happens. But I don't know. Whoever guy they get, I don't care anymore. I really don't. Because I've already seen the makeup of this team and the structure of this team and how it's gonna look in the future. So I don't care about this team right now. It's just it's just it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not fair. Like
Yeah.
we shouldn't be in this position, especially where we were 5 years ago. You should have just kept some guys, maybe trade for others. It's not fair. It's just not fair what these clowns did.
Hmm.
So it's just insane, man. Juventus right now is in third. They're actually behind Milan's actually leading the table with 7 points.
Yeah.
Ibrahimovic is still there. He's almost 40 years old and he's out there playing for Milan right now. So shout out to Milan. They've been playing
Yeah.
well
For
so
real.
far. But yeah, I mean, like I said, whatever happens in February is not probably what's going to happen in April. Who knows? When it comes to these races for like the trophy and stuff like that, I don't know how things are going to look when the year finishes. I hope they look better. They look on the up and up, but at the same time, I don't know. I honestly don't know what this Barcelona team. Shout out to all the other teams who play. Honestly, I don't know if we have that much time left, but I wanted obviously to talk about Neymar and him missing 4 weeks now and him just not, I don't know, man.
Mhm.
He's falling off. I can't
Yeah.
believe I said this. He's falling off. And it's sad because as a Barca fan, he was our guy. He was our guy. We had him in the palm of our hands and then he just let it, it's like he opened the hand, slapped us away and he let us go. So
Yeah.
he's out 4 weeks with I think it's a thigh injury. But it's it's sad, man. It's
Man,
sad.
it's
I
just too
guess
many injuries.
way too many injuries, and he doesn't care about. I don't know. No, obviously he still cares about it because that's what he made his investment on and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
how bought in is he to soccer now? I don't know
I mean,
really.
I even
Like
saw his Instagram post. I don't know if you saw it. Him
what
talking
is
about that.
he's talking about?
Neymar's
What
Instagram post. Talking about his
today?
injury, like, yeah, no, not today, but a few days ago.
Uh-huh.
He's talking about it, saying how, like, maybe he should have taken better care of his body or something. Like, he hates how this happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
injuries
stuff like
like
that.
one. Yeah, once you have them, it's just kind of like just goes downhill. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing. So like he's missed so much time, and that's kind of been the issue ever since. It's just kind of like you know, like I don't know, man. It's just, and then his production wise has fallen down. With the
Hmm.
production that he was getting with us as a third option, when you look at like those aren't great numbers, but those are actually good numbers
Yeah.
for a third option with Messi and Suarez and stuff like that. The way we were operating him into the mix, he was starting to emerge as our guy for the future. But
Yeah.
obviously, he didn't want that, and so therefore he left. He's with PSG right now. I think they already re-signed him. And so, look, congrats to him and stuff like that. But he was on a great trajectory. Now, I
Yeah.
don't really know. I think now he's just going to be a name for making headlines and not
Hmm.
for getting the Champions League trophies. That's kind of like
Yeah.
thing that you got to look at, which is unfortunate, which is sad. And
Now he's over
that,
here trying to get Messi to come.
now Messi to come. I don't know. I don't know. Now, apparently, there were some reports that said that the reason why he got hurt was because of his sister's upcoming birthday and stuff
Yeah,
like
I've been
that. But I
seeing
was
that
like,
too.
nah,
But
come on, man. That's kind of messed up. Come on, man.
yeah.
Injuries are a freak accident. You can't
Yeah.
project when they're gonna come, which is why you just gotta keep taking care of your body and stuff like that. That
Yeah.
that is just ridiculous. That's just no. He's not faking an injury because of his going to his sister's birthday party and stuff like that. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. But
Like the
I get
doctors
what
literally
people.
gave him 4 weeks. So
Yeah, that's the issue. You know, that's the issue. Like when he was here in Barcelona, he never had these issues. That's what I think.
yeah.
Like he never, like aside from the World Cup in 2014, he's never really had an history issue with us. He was fine with us, but ever since he's left us, and he's gone to PSG, I
Hmm.
mean, it's been really bad. It's been really bad. I mean, I'm counting right now. You know, so over the last 4 years, I'm looking. I don't know if I'm looking at this right. Damn, he's missed over 58 games these last 4 years.
four
58 games.
years.
Yeah,
Dang.
either 3 years or 4 years, but it's been about that range. He's missed over 58 games, and that's kind of just been the issue right now, man. Just kind of like it's unfortunate. 'Cause, like he fell off the map. Like yeah,
Hmm.
I hate saying that. Like that's just weird because I have great respect for all players. I have great respect for all, which is why you got to give him more. Cristiano Ronaldo is pretty much LeBron James. Like both
Yeah.
of they guys spend a lot of money on their bodies and making sure that they don't get injuries consistently. That's why we got to give credit to guys like LeBron, still at this age right now. He's still playing all these high minutes, which you would think on a guy like him at this point, at this stage in his career, he's still playing, this many games at this many minutes at this high of a level. And Cristiano Ronaldo is the same thing. They're pretty much identical and stuff like that. But yeah, man, this pretty much yeah. This it's tough. It's tough seeing him go down again. Tough because I don't know. I just don't know how good he can really be now. So it's insane. We had this man a couple years
Yeah,
ago. We had him. Now he's with PSG. He's missed over 50 games ever since
yeah,
then. Just goes to show you how, when you don't take care of yourself, especially when it comes to professional sports and stuff like that, you're gonna have these freak injuries every single time. And he's had them. He hasn't avoided them ever since. And so then that's why, yeah. I love Neymar, man. Neymar will
yeah,
forever be one of our favorites in Barcelona history. We'll always love Neymar, but Neymar did this to himself. He could have just said, he could have just said, I mean, we wouldn't have this issue. If we didn't
hmm,
have this issue before Barcelona, he wouldn't have this issue now. It's insane. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Overall, another great year, another great episode of the book. I feel sad saying this about Neymar because I know how great he can be, but it's it's tough. It's tough looking at it now, looking how he is. I don't know. He's 29 right now, 29 years old. He recently just turned 29, actually, I think a couple of weeks ago. Happy late birthday to him. But it's I don't know. Can he pick it up? Maybe, but at this point, I think people have bought out on Neymar that he's just gonna be getting injured every year, and he's gonna party. That's pretty much what he's
hmm,
gonna be known for now. It's well now with us. Like he could party all that he wanted to, but we knew what type of production we was gonna get with him. We knew what type of
yeah,
production we were gonna get. But man, it's just sad to see. Just sad to see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You got anything else, man?
I got nothing.
Yeah. Next week I don't know what we're gonna do yet. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, the Nets and Warriors play today. Should be a
Yeah,
good game. KD's return to the Bay. Uh, Next week though, Lakers and Nets.
that's definitely gonna be a good game.
That's gonna be buzzy. Only 5 days from now. 5 days from now. All right.